very sexy in progress. You're joined by me, Continental Jess, and this is ACG Friday Night Live. Sorry about that. Guys, welcome to another Armchair Gaffer live stream. Don't worry, I'm not alone today. I have got a guest. It's not Dan Scorch OSB. No. We're branching out and talking and collaborating with some other people. Today, for any of you Liverpool fans out there, I know you guys have got fans. I know there's at least 6 Liverpool fans in this country. So for the 6 of you guys that exist, I am joined by a Liverpool person, one of the 6 Liverpool fans out there. Without further ado, I'm gonna introduce Thiago's father from the Red Sea Pod. Brother,
what's going
welcome, Armchair, brother.
Nah, it's good to be here, man. It's good to be the invite's long overdue from way back from when you jumped on Never a Foul. So it's good to be here. And this 6 Liverpool thing, man, like I don't know. Apparently I'm considered a top red now. And I know loads and loads of Liverpool fans. So you need to branch out, man. There's loads of us out here.
A few things I want to say before we move any further because we cannot proceed without leaving some things clarified. Okay, the invite first and foremost, yeah. Brother, I'm a big time Armchair Gaffer now. I can't just have anybody. You know what's hilarious? Imagine I actually became big time. I'll be the most obnoxious person in the world.
Yeah, boy.
Like I'll be at a supermarket packing my bags, and they'll be like, "Do you want your receipt?" I'm like, "No, sorry, no autographs. No, your receipt. Oh, yeah. I'll take that." And secondly, I've been to Liverpool recently,
Yeah,
and the biggest team in Liverpool are not red.
What? I don't know who. I don't know who you went to Liverpool to see, but I can clarify firsthand that the biggest team in Liverpool definitely wear red. So you must have been lost. You was on the other side of the Mersey, obviously, on the other side of the park, as they say.
Okay, have we got the slander out the way?
Yeah, man, we're good, man.
Okay, but that's Armchair Gaffers at home. Today's stream, for those of you that watch Armchair Gaffers, you notice that I'm very level-headed on the show. You know, I'm very down the middle. You know, I don't I can't believe the tune to Osberg already. I just checked; it was 0-0. What? Sorry, I just seen a comment come on the screen, and I
that's
just
mad.
And saw Reece Oxford was playing. They're losing 2-0.
Yeah, that's wild.
I just checked it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow. So, thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Hello, hi, RBK, and hello, hi. I forget how to pronounce this. Why not sentiment? Yeah. So today's pod is going to be a bit of a preview for the weekend's fixtures. Okay. There's been some other news in and around the football world. It's funny though because Jay, you're a Liverpool person. I'm Aston.
Yeah, man.
And we're playing each other on Saturday, which is we're going to get into shortly.
Yeah, man.
There's guys, I'm obsessed with Harry Kane right now. Okay, and that's where I want to start this stream. Okay. I've seen some things floating around online saying that Harry Kane has scored 99% of his goals against minnows, whether it's in the Conference League, whether it's San Marino or Albania. Okay, and people are writing him off, and I'm like, you know what, guys, give the man a chance. He's had a rough start to the season, and he can only score against who's in front of him as long as they're part-timers. So what I want to know is you, Jay, and you, Armchair Gaffers at home, wait, what's this stuff I'm seeing in the comments? Molina stuff? What the fuck? What's Molina?
Don't know. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. know. I don't understand what's going on here, guys. Let's stay on topic, okay? Oh, Bayern 2-1. Perfect. Lewandowski. So Jay, with regards to Harry Kane, generally, what are your views on the young Englishman, England's soon to be record goal scorer?
Yeah, like look, credit where credit's due. He scores goals. I think this season is a difficult point for him at the moment in his career. Obviously, he's been open about the failed move to Manchester City and how it's affected him. Um, about how his mental state has been fragile in terms of that failed move, because we all know he already had his bags packed ready to go to Manchester to play for Manchester City. Obviously, Daniel Levy didn't let him go, which is difficult because I feel that it could have worked out very well for both parties. Harry Kane departing to Manchester City and Spurs moving on with the funds and able to reinvest in their squad. Obviously, they went and got the manager from Wolves, Nino, who I just think was slightly out of his depth, especially with the way that Spurs is set up at the moment. And I feel that Harry Kane almost down tools, almost in like a protest fashion, because the games that he's played in, the opportunities, the way that they've played football, you would have expected him to have a better return so far in this season. But Spurs have kind of now answered all the queries. Like there can be no excuses now. They've gone out and got a top draw, world class manager that ultimately will get results, and it's his way or the highway. So Harry Kane has now got no excuses as to why he shouldn't be finding the back of the net. The 2 games over England for international duty, obviously Conte's first game in, they drew straight away onto international duty, and then he scores sensational goals over international duty. Yeah, in context, they're playing Albania, they're playing Macedonia, part-timers, plumbers, gas fitters, electricians, solicitors, lawyers. These men are not legitimate full-time ballers, but like you said, Jess, you can only beat what is in front of you. I feel the acid test is going to be how he recovers from this poor start to the season. Are we going to be rolling into the Christmas period, heading into January, and Harry Kane's got 6 or 7 goals under his belt heading into the new year? Because the top scorers in the league are only on 10, 11 kind of goals. So he's not that far off. He's still in contention, if he pulls his finger out, to be looking at a golden boot this year.
Okay. And you rate him as a striker, yeah?
I feel his role is adapting and has adapted over over the last 2 years. Certainly under Mourinho, his role's changed. He likes to drop deep, pick up the ball. He likes to be involved in play. He likes to knit things together. But me personally, I feel Harry Kane is better placed being in between the 2 defenders. That's where you want him to be. You know, I don't want to see him. He's not Firmino. Let's be true. Let's be real. He's not Firmino. He can't do the Firmino role. Yeah. Whilst Firmino's goals and his goal output suffers because he does all the other stuff, but that's what he's good at. Harry Kane, you don't see Harry Kane running back, making tackles and doing all of that. He's dropping deep to affect play solely because the players around him are not competent enough to do that. Let's not dress it up. The men around him are not competent enough to do that. Whereas Firmino in a Liverpool team, he's got competent players around him that are going to be able to set play up, knit things together. Firmino's dropping in from a defensive position and trying to win the ball back in terms of the press.
I have to disagree.
Okay.
People call me a contrarian. I am, but that's not why I'm disagreeing. You said Harry Kane got back because he lacks competent players around him. At Tottenham, that can be argued for or against. But then why does he do it at England?
The same thing. I don't think personally he has competent players around him in terms of what he's playing with at that point. I also don't feel the manager trusts what's around him.
What?
No, I don't. I don't think. Listen, I don't think. Let's deep it. Now let's deep it. I don't think that Gareth Southgate plays to a lot of these players' strengths. Why are you trying to get Grealish to run beyond Kane? What the Ross is that? why are you trying to do that? Why are you trying Why are you trying to get Mount to run beyond Kane? Why are you trying to get Foden to run beyond Kane? Those three are not in the same league in terms of finisher as Harry Kane is. Why not allow them to be playmakers and actually supply Harry Kane and put him where he needs to be between the two sticks, or between the two sticks and in between the two defenders? Harry Kane's an intelligent enough striker to run in behind and finish. Less, do you know what I mean? Less work rate coming back, more work rate going forward, and allow those creative talents to do what they're in the team to do. You don't want them running beyond him and running in behind and whatever not. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Before we continue, guys that are just tuning into the stream now, be sure to tune into the Red Sea podcast. I'm joined by Tiago's father, co-founder. Is that right? Of the Red Sea podcast.
Yeah. Co-founder. Shout out Southern Scouser SS, my co-host, my co-founder, my fellow content owner as well.
Is that your power? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big him up, man.
The guy we were just talking about before we went live.
Yeah. Just before, obviously, you lot have got a bit of history from uni.
Whoa! Yeah. Cool. We're not going to go too much on Harry Kane. I know the thumbnail and the title is about Harry Kane, but it could have been about loads of things. Okay, it's a Friday night stream, guys. Yeah, I've had a bit to drink. I went to get some food earlier on, and these people at the restaurant gave me a strawberry daiquiri with 4 shots of rum in it.
Wow.
For free.
They're trying to get you lit.
For free.
Yeah, they're trying to get you lit up.
Yeah.
So, did you check your change when you left?
No, I didn't pay for it.
No, until after you paid for your meal, because them not try and do that, get you drunk and then overcharge you.
No. I already paid for it. It was takeaway, and long story. So I'm a bit trying to sober up. But we're not going to dwell on Harry Kane. My thoughts on Kane: I do not rate him that highly as a striker anymore. I think he's a one-trick pony. I think he's very good technically. Okay, just hear me out. Yeah, he reminds me in terms of technique of the centre forward version of Frank Lampard. Okay.
Yeah, I can think that.
Striking the ball is beautiful. It's wonderful. Like, you write textbooks based on how this man, his angle of contact on the ball, his arm placement, like his head over. You write textbooks. You draw diagrams based on how he strikes the ball. But I think that he's not an athlete, and I believe that we're in the era of the footballing athletes. Okay. These big lumps of players are no longer in. Everyone's like, you look at your Ousmane Dembele's, your Kylian Mbappe's, your Marcus Rashford's, even your Sergio Busquets'. Yeah, these players, like, they're not built like brick shit houses. Yeah, they're very slight, and that's what we need to play football. And Harry Kane isn't built like that. And I think the demands of modern day football have taken their toll on his body, and I think the litmus test for him is Sunday against Leeds, because Leeds are a team that will let you attack. So if he doesn't score against Leeds, then we've got to really start asking questions about the boy Harry Kane, and that's just me, guys. Before we continue, let's get into some of these comments. What's Nathan said? A live with Bazza Kane as a thumbnail, but no Spurs rep. Yeah, listen, it's a tough time for Spurs. It's hard to get any Spurs representatives. We have one of the biggest Spurs representatives as part of the podcast, and we couldn't even get him on. So it's tough times. We will get into Sentiment FC, no problem. SA 1996 looked like a new person to the live. I haven't seen before. Welcome to Armchair Gaffers. We will get into this Molina stuff. I have just done a quick search on it just now, and apparently
it's wild, man.
It's looking very wild. I've seen Megan Rapinoe, and whenever I see her, I just know it's going to be crazy. So I'm going to get into that soon. Let's see. Nathan again, the resident ACG troll, has a Kane is a glorified Kevin Phillips.
Wow.
I can't accept that. I love Kevin Phillips, but I don't think he's got anything on Harry Kane. I think Kane is a more rounded football player than Kevin Phillips. Think about Kane; he's actually a good football player. Like he could be a centre midfield. I'm saying, like, I feel like he could do more than Phillips could do, but he's just not. He's just not the guy for me. Sentiment FC said back postman FC corner shop man them LOL. Big Kitria said Kevin Phillips, man was a top scorer of the Prem once upon a time. Yeah, I think he got 30 goals that season. Remember that? Kevin
That's
Phillips at
that's
was
quite
it
back.
Sunderland?
Yeah,
It was,
Sunderland. Yeah,
it was
Sunderland. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he didn't get even after that, he didn't get a call up to the England squad. I think he only featured for England once. I think he got one cap for England, if I'm correct.
I think I'm gonna do a segment on Armchair Gaffers about people that had one cap for England. Off the top of your head, and you Armchair Gaffers as well, but Jay, off the top of your head, who's your favourite one cap England football player?
Wow, one cap England football player.
I can think of two, other than Kevin Phillips. I can think of two.
Ian Wright. Ian Wright.
He had one cap.
I think did he get one or two caps? I don't think he got many. I don't think he got many. And what about Matt Letizia as well? Matt Letizia. I think he only got one or two caps. What, Letizia?
But he's not from England. He's from Guernsey. So it doesn't count.
Channel Islands, isn't it? Like for me, I think England are at a point, especially in those times and going forward, where we had more talent than we knew what to do with, and it was more of a favoritism thing at that point. And also, I don't think the tactical awareness of the managers we were employing in the England job or deploying in the England job at that point were even at the level of some of the world's best managers at that point as well. I think England faltered for a long time. You think we had like Spencer and Eriksson? We had who was before him? Who was before
English.
Eriksson?
Someone before Eriksson was English.
Was it Hoddle? No, it weren't Hoddle. It can't have been Hoddle.
Who was 2002? Was the one before Eriksson?
Eriksson was 2002.
Oh, so it was one before. It might be Hoddle then.
Was it Hoddle? 98 World Cup. Who was at 98 World Cup?
I feel like it was Hoddle. Armchair Gaffers, please let us know who was it.
But yeah, but then again, Glenn Hoddle, like a very intelligent footballer, like very intelligent footballer. But I just don't think that England knew what to do with their players, man. You can see like the whole Lampard Gerrard thing is a prime example of that. Like, why was man playing Scholes out on the left wing? Like, that's crazy.
You know what? Like, I remember Spain for many years kept Xabi Alonso on the bench just because we weren't going to shoehorn these people in. And then when they did finally put Alonso on the team with Sergio Busquets and Xavi Hernandez, it just wasn't really working. They won, but it wasn't pretty on the.
No, it wasn't sexy football.
Yeah, my favorite one cap England players are Dean Ashton.
Okay, Dean Ashton, yeah,
and Matt Jarvis. So
Matty Jarvis, yeah. Dean Ashton was a very, very technically gifted footballer. A lot of people don't give him credit. Had a really, really good strike on him. It was a shame how his career ended as well. Because he was doing bits, man, before the career took a turn. Norwich to West Ham, wasn't it?
Whoa, hold on 1 minute. Truth Tellington said my mic sounds crazy. How do I sound to you?
You sound all right. At points, you fizzle out a little bit, but I was just letting you get on with it.
Why didn't you tell me this? What is this?
Nah, you was all right, man. And then at one point, it did go a bit mad, but I just thought I'm not going to stop him mid-flow. I'll just let him get on with the thing.
Sabotage. Truth Tellington, I appreciate that.
Now you sound crazy. Like now you sound crazy, but it's all right.
What? Not good?
Now you sound all right now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, back to the pod. Nicholas Bagbo, Wagwan lads. Nicholas, Wagwan, you seem like a new person. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but welcome to Armchair Gaffers Friday night streams. Jay, you've gone blurry as well.
Oh, what's going on there?
So Junior Gunner said the fact that Jess stays true to his agenda values and he is rarely wrong, but when he remains wrong and strong, makes him an ACG goal. You know what? Yeah, that's really touched me because, like, the fact that you understand that I know I'm wrong, I still won't back down. Let's feel that you're really part of the ACG family. Listen, Junior Gunner, get in our Instagram DMs. Yeah, I'm gonna send you one of these. You're getting one of these because I really appreciate that, man. Let me know when I'm wrong. Yeah, it's actually touched me. A couple more comments. Andy Cole, one cap. Mitrovic moves like prime Zlatan in the championship. What? My mic's not working properly. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you sound crazy again now.
All right, I'm gonna be back. Let me get my headset. Jay, this is your show now.
All right, let's come through. Let's roll up on some of these comments then. What have we got here? Andy Cole one cap. So guys, let's talk about the Andy Cole one cap scenario. Again, I just think he was a victim of the current circumstances, to be fair. So guys in the comments, smash the like button as well. Make sure that you are liking and subscribing to ACG Armchair Gaffers. And also, whilst you're there, search the Red Sea podcast for myself and my guys over there. I know you might not be Liverpool fans, but we have got a Premier League Friday show launching too. Obviously, don't stop locking into ACG as well, but make sure you head over and show the Red Sea podcast some love. We're on the way to 600 subscribers, so help us hit that target. That would be much appreciated. Guys, smash the comments as well. Talk to us about your one cap England players, man. Tell us who you think is one of the best one cap England players. But like, I know Jess wanted to touch on this a little bit later on, but let's touch on this crazy news that's going on Twitter. Twitter's going mad about this Molina talk. Like, I'm seeing like sexual conduct and stuff like that about kids, like about players getting abused and trafficking, and yeah, he's just dropped some absolute bombshells. So guys, jump in the comments, tell us what you know, what's going on about this, because it is got like trending on Twitter, lots of traction on Twitter as well, and obviously on the general World Wide Web. So let us know what your thoughts are as well. Like, oh wow, he's in conjunction with the Guardian as well. This guy's a big boy. I'm just trying to find some more of these stories. Like, a lot of it seems like it's been shut down on the internet already. To be fair, a lot of it seems like it's been shut down from what we're seeing on here already. But guys, if you've got anything that you know of, put it in the comments as well. Any links that you know of as well, where we can find out more information on this emerging story in regards to this this stuff that's going on in France, because it sounds crazy. I'm just Googling a little bit more, see what we can find. Wow, what have we got here? Yeah, when Megan Rapinoe's involved, it's crazy, isn't it? Bombshell yet. Outstanding claims about the sport and at a widespread level. Wow. Yeah, guys, I found a couple of links. What else have we got in here as well? I've got some comments in here as well. Can't lie, match fixing and false. Can't lie, match fixing and false ages of players, especially African, isn't surprising. Or French African. Yeah, that's something that's been going on for a while. Like, everyone had suspicions about Ogaflemi Martins for years, and suspicions about Solly Montari for years as well. But yeah, there's lots of that been going on for a long time, especially where African players are concerned, unfortunately. But this stuff is wild for what's going on the internet here. What we got here? French journalist has published in the Guardian.
Sorry, lads.
Where are we? Space. No, we just touched on this Roman Manola bombshell that's been going out as well. Basically, from what we can see here and what I'm reading, is he's just lit up a lot of leagues in a space on Twitter, as well. So he went to a public domain and just like lit up a lot of leagues. Women's football's been called in terms of the national team. Wow, in there, he's basically said that Megan Rapinoe, who campaigns quite a lot for equal rights, equal opportunity, wasn't bothered by the Haitian girls getting raped. That's crazy, and that she prefers earning money over defending these young girls. That's how Megan Rapinoe has been dragged into it. It's worth nothing until his findings are formally presented. So apparently, this guy's writing a dossier on everything that's been going on in football
I'm gonna be honest, yeah.
at the moment.
There's nothing that really gets me going like a bit of slander, you know,
Yeah.
bit of controversy. This for me, this really yeah. I'm gonna do some research into this these next today and tomorrow, and then on Sunday, hopefully I've got something for the podcast, maybe for the final third segment.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
in the meantime, we're done with Harry Kane. Hope my headset is still working properly. You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Cool. We're done with Harry Kane. We're gonna go on to I don't know, Liverpool versus Arsenal. No, we're not gonna go there. Should we go there? Gareth Southgate's got a new contract till 2024. How do we feel about that?
There's nothing. There's no one out there at the moment who I feel I would want to take the job currently. I'm not impressed by the fact he's had a 2-year extension, but I don't see there's anybody out there in world football currently, bar Joachim Low, who I feel would be like suitable for that job. That's available right now. That's
I
the only person I'd take.
I was listening to I was driving the other day and I had Talk Sport on. This was
Mm.
after Harry Kane had scored 4 goals, and someone called in and said that Gareth Southgate is the best manager England have had, or top 3 after Alf Ramsey and some other sir. It might have been Charlton. Was he a manager at some stage?
Yeah, that's
I
wild.
don't know.
That's wild.
Yeah, and then his reasoning was that um this squad is nowhere near as good as the golden generation that we had, and I don't agree. I don't agree. I believe that
I,
this squad is at least as good as, at least as good as.
I think the difference is in this squad we are better balanced. The reason being is you could name 18 players that are all of a similar level in terms of their ability. You could probably name 18 players, whereas in the golden generation, you could really only name a strong 11. And what happened was because we had a strong 11, we had to shoehorn every single one of those players into the team. Hence why you had wild things happening, like Scholes playing out on the left wing, because we didn't have talented or a winger of a level or excuse me, that was considered of a level that could come in and play there, or the manager wasn't tactically good enough to get the best out of that team. If that's me and I'm going into that tournament, I'm looking at it going, okay, no problem. I've got 4 talented midfielders that I need to, or 4 talented midfielders that I need to put into that team. I'm going to switch the formation. I'll switch the formation. There's no reason why you couldn't have had Scholes playing a slightly deeper role, Gerrard in a diamond, and Gerrard playing on the left of that diamond, and Lampard playing at the top of the diamond, or at one point and Beckham playing out on the right of that diamond. There's no reason why you couldn't do that. Do you see what I'm saying? But at that point, the manager didn't have the tactical prowess to do that. We had players in and around the team slightly after that. You think Owen Hargreaves came on the scene. We were trying to throw Owen Hargreaves in as this box to box athlete midfielder, when realistically he had all the characteristics and all the intelligence to play a holding role. You could have put him in a holding role. That would have freed up Gerrard and Lampard to attack. Do you know what I mean? We just didn't have a manager that was tactically capable to get the best out of that generation. But also, I don't think we had the balance in terms of players right the way across the board to get the best out of that generation. Whereas now you got players for days. You got players for days now. You know, if you're not playing Foden, you can throw Mountain. If you're not throwing Mountain, you got Grealish, you got um you got you got Sancho, you got Sterling, you got Declan Rice, you got Henderson, you got Phillips. There's so many players. Where I think that we are lacking ever so slightly, the only weak point that I see in terms of squad depth and quality is in the striking positions. I don't think we have the same caliber of strikers. We've got Harry Kane, and after that, the drop in quality is steep.
It's only steep because Harry Kane is, regardless of what I said earlier, is so good. You know what I mean? Everyone else is okay, but compared to Harry Kane, compared to his numbers, they don't match up. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Any additions to the squad? So do you think there'll be any changes to the World Cup squad? Compared to the squad that, in contrast to the squad that he had at the Euros, do you think there'll be anyone coming in, or do you think it'll be the same squad essentially?
I think you got a couple of you got certainly some players like youth players which are starting to shine, and this next year ultimately is going to be big. A player which I would like to see in and around it more and getting more opportunity is Jude Bellingham. But the only way I feel that Jude Bellingham actually gets in and around that England squad is if he moves to the Premier League. And I think personally, if he comes to the Premier League in the summer, let's say, for example, because Liverpool have been linked, let's say Liverpool do splash the cash and go and get Bellingham, he'll tear it up, and he's definitely going to be in and around that England squad. Sancho, I feel, is on the peripheral. I don't feel the shenanigans going on at Manchester United at the moment are helping his cause or allowing him to actually really express what he can do to be a starter in that England squad. So that's another player I want to see getting more minutes. I don't know why we're persisting with this Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips midfield when personally Henderson should be the starter and you balance the other two around him. But you know, it's
that's your Liverpool bias coming through. As much as I do love,
no, it's not. It's facts, man. It's facts. Henderson offers you a lot more. Declan Rice is up the levels this season. He's up the levels massively. But I feel Declan Rice will close out his position in that England squad again if he gets a move in the summer. If in the summer he goes Chelsea or he goes United, there was some paper talk about even Liverpool, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But if he goes to a bigger team, a top 4 team, unfortunately, that's how the England team works. If you're playing in the top 4 teams, then you're a shoo-in, really, aren't you? It's very difficult outside the top 4 teams to be a regular starter for England, unfortunately.
I've seen a few comments recently in the media saying that Declan Rice is the best player in his position, and
that's cap, man. That's cap.
I think someone today said, I can't remember, was it Glenn Hoddle or somebody, that Declan Rice. You sat down, yeah? You sit down?
Yeah, God, I'm waiting for it.
Declan Rice is the best player in the league.
Bro, we listen, we know that Henderson, look, there's a comment in here as well. Big Kid Treehouse. Big shout out to you, man. Throw that one up, man. Now, real talk, Jordan Henderson is disrespected by England. Rice is cold, don't get me wrong, but Hendo has been doing it at the highest level for a minute still. Let's deep this. Jordan Henderson has been capped at every level for England and captained at every level for England. Yeah?
Wait, hold on.
At every single level.
Stop, yeah? You're talking to me, yeah? Like, I know his quality, yeah?
Yeah, 100.
Armchair Gaffers, yeah, in this chat. Anyone that is associated with Armchair Gaffers, they know football. So right now, you're preaching to the choir. Oh!
No, look, and then the comment just throws up there. Then the disrespect just throws up there. Throw that one up, man.
Oh, wow.
Throw Hendo's ass. Oh, okay, if you say so. Throw the other one up as well. Boo, Hendo is hype. Throw that one up as well. I'm not being funny. Jordan Henderson, is done the world treble, yeah, the world treble, right? He's also lifted the Champions League, yeah, back-to-back Champions League final, lifting one, and the Premier League, all in the space of 4 years, yeah. Give Jordan Henderson his respect, man. Give the man his respect, right? I know it's not. I know it doesn't. I know it's not always sexy. I know it don't always pass the eye test, but goddamn, it's effective. Give that man his respect. That's all it comes down to, man.
I think this is the very last time I'm gonna get you on the stream because you're just so biased for Liverpool. Yeah? Like you've turned this into a Liverpool is great stream. I'll preserve getting you on for when we're doing a Liverpool reaction. Because
Yeah, man.
so I can say to you, yeah, oh, are Man City the best team in is Man City's kit blue? And you'll be like, oh, Man City's kit's blue, but I think kit should be red. Like Liverpool, for example, they have a red kit, and you can just anyhow you can segue back to Liverpool.
Yeah, 100, man.
I'm gonna get off this
Wow, that comment's wild. Henderson doesn't start for any top team in Europe apart from Liverpool. That is wild. Jordan, you strike me as you might be a Manchester United fan. Let's be very clear. If you had Jordan Henderson in your midfield right now, problem solved. Problem solved. You ain't got to play double pivot. You ain't got to play double pivot with McFred. Yeah, you have Jordan Henderson in your midfield now, problem solved.
Well, having anyone in the United midfield will solve their problems right now. And since we're on the subject of United, this weekend Manchester United are playing Watford away at Vicarage Road. This seems like a good game for United to really get the season back on track. I think their recent results haven't been great. They've only won one of the last 5. 3 losses, 1 draw. Not great form. What needs to change at United other than the manager? Because that's what everyone always says. Ollie out. What are your thoughts?
It's difficult because I feel there's a power struggle at the moment at Manchester United, and there's players which have got a winning culture. Cristiano Ronaldo is a winner. He's a proven winner at every single level of the game. Bruno Fernandes is also another one with a winning mentality. But I just don't think at the moment the culture is right. You don't go out and get big boy Champions League La Decima Varane and still have the defensive issues that they've got. It's a culture thing. It's as simple as that. And unfortunately, I know you said not the manager, but the manager is complicit in the culture issue. But I think that's coming down from board level, going through the manager and then into the players. Something has to change in the boardroom, and then also something has to change at managerial level to get the best out of these players right now. Manchester United haven't got shit players. They don't have shit players. They've got Ronaldo, they've got Sancho, they've got Van der Beek, they've got Cavani, they got Varane, they got
Maguire.
Fuck Maguire. They got Varane. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They've got some
Wan-Bissaka.
They've got Wan-Bissaka. Like Wan-Bissaka's a very good defensive fullback. Yeah, he's good. He's not bad. He's good. He's not terrible. Do you know what I mean? So they've got talented players in their squad. They just lack the leadership. And it's as simple as that.
We weren't going to speak on the manager, but there have been reports circling around that United have lined up Zidane, and he said he's ready to take the job in the summertime. Do you think Zidane is the fixture they need? Well, if you talk to me, actually, I think any half decent manager would do a far better job than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You saw a bit of trolling the other weekend from KDB saying that usually Pep brings them in and they talk about how the other team play, so that they've got a plan. But with United, there was no plan because he doesn't know how they play. So, do you think that Zidane is the person or has enough about him to get United back playing how United believe they should be playing?
it's difficult because all the top draw managers in world football are all very comfortable in their jobs at the moment. They're all very comfortable. And if you look at Manchester United, in order for you to tempt top draw manager away from their job, you've got to have a sustained project. Manchester United at the moment have no direction on or off the field. So for you to go out and try and attract a top level manager, you're going to struggle until you get the project right. Now there's talk about Zidane potentially coming in the summer, but I don't think Zidane is going to be able to go in there and change the culture. I can't see it because Zidane he's never had a project to manage. Yeah, he went into Real Madrid. Real Madrid were the real deal at that point. They were the real deal. They had Benzema, Ronaldo, Modric, Kroos, Sergio Ramos in his prime, Casemiro prime, Varane prime. Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? They had the real deal in terms of all he had to do was tweak. It was tweaks. Yeah. At Manchester United, you've got to change a lot. There's a lot that needs changing there. A lot.
Also, as well, I believe in the Premier League itself, you have multiple teams that can cause you an upset.
Yeah, 100.
I'm talking about the windy Tuesday night at Turf Moor, the new Burnley, the new Stoke. Sorry, I'm talking about teams that can really cause you problems, like Leicester, like Tottenham,
West Ham,
Arsenal, West Ham. These teams that cause you problems, and that's not including Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. I'm not including United. People saying if it was to go to United, there are a lot of teams in the Premier League that can cause you problems, and we don't really know what Zidane is about. His style.
He's untested, isn't he? He's untested at that level.
He's untested, yeah. So I don't think that's a fixed any. But I think United fans need to just accept that they're not the same force they were under Fergie and realign their expectations.
Agreed.
And then there'll be less stress. I mean,
what do you reckon to this Brendan Rodgers thing though?
So Dan on the pod the other day was saying that the whole Brendan Rodgers thing is just a smoke screen, and that Dan has already been done and dusted.
Yeah, potentially.
If that isn't the case, back to Brendan Rodgers. As an Arsenal fan, I wanted Brendan Rodgers at Arsenal before he got Arteta, and seeing what he's done at Swansea, not Celtic because I didn't actually see it with my own two eyes, but what he's done at Swansea, what he's done at Liverpool, and what he's done at Leicester, I think he would definitely be a major upgrade on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And with him at the helm, United will be playing. They'll have a style at least. Now, if you have managers like Brendan Rodgers with the backing financially that United have, then everyone needs to be scared because he'll have his team playing in a particular way. Whatever way that is, everyone will be in unison. But the problem I have, though, I think that there's a lot more politics at United than we know. So he might want to sign players, but it doesn't mean that they're going to play. Like if you look at United have signed players that just haven't played, like Diallo. I know he's young, hasn't played. Tellers hasn't played. Is it Dallo? Diego Dallo? Is he the right back? Yeah, hasn't played. Obviously, the glaring one, Donny van der Beek, hasn't played. Jadon Sancho took a while to start playing, and then now it looks like he's playing wing back. If he gets back in the team. So and throughout all of this, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw and Aaron Bissaka are always playing. So I think there's a lot of things going on at United that we're not privy to. When you sign a contract, it says, I must appear in 95% of the games in the season and so forth and so forth. There's a lot of that going on. So certain players, regardless of who you sign, just have to play. So I think United need to just, more than anything, realign their expectations. And everything will be all right after that, if you ask me.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, we are gonna do something that you're gonna want to do, which is look forward to the Arsenal Liverpool game.
Yeah, man.
I know you've been waiting for this. I know the only reason you agreed to come on is because you want to talk about Liverpool versus Arsenal, which is at Saturday at 5:30 and at Anfield. First and foremost, predictions.
All right, so I went on. So we did a score prediction on the Red Sea podcast yesterday on our preview show. We had Lee Judges from AFTV and Lee Judges TV on the show. If you haven't already, head over and catch that on the Red Sea podcast. But I went with a 3-1 score prediction for Liverpool. I don't think we're going to be able to stop Arsenal from scoring, but I do think at Anfield, especially in an evening kickoff, it's going to be very difficult for Arsenal to come there and take a result. Now that's no disrespect to Arsenal because they've been playing some good football. I feel like Arsenal have kind of turned a corner with the project, but they're a little bit away from being the finished article to come up and really punch with the big boys right now in the league. You're looking at Chelsea, look very, very strong. Chelsea have probably got the most complete squad in the league. Manchester City just doing what Manchester City do. I've never seen a team capable of going on runs, like serious runs, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 games, like winning. Yeah. Those boys know how to do that. Liverpool the same as well, going on runs. We were 25 games not lost before the across the back end of last season and the beginning of this season before the West Ham loss. So I don't think Arsenal at the moment are in a place where they can mix it with those kind of runs. Yeah, they're 10 unbeaten, but everything in context, I think it's going to be a very, very difficult afternoon. Where I think Arsenal may get joy is down our left flank. Obviously, Andy Robertson's picked up a small injury, and also Robertson hasn't looked the same kind of player in the last 4 or 5 games that he's played as we're used to. I think Tsimikas will play, and Tsimikas likes to go forward, but isn't as defensively competent as an Andy Robertson, so to speak. But an interesting stat: Tsimikas hasn't been on a losing side for Liverpool in all the games that he's played so far. So he offers something a little bit different. So I think it could play into Arsenal's hand, but it could also be an issue for Arsenal with his crossing ability and also Jota playing through the middle, because although he's small, he scores a lot of headed goals.
Okay, very good analysis. Arsenal fan myself, as you guys know, but I do fancy Liverpool for the win. Arsenal have gone about 10 games or so unbeaten, but like you said in your ramble, everything in context. Those 10 games Arsenal have won, the only team of note, should I say, that they beat was Tottenham. Did Arsenal beat Leicester? They did beat Leicester.
Leicester as well. Yeah, Leicester.
Yeah, but everything in context. I would say, having been an Arsenal observer for a long time, that Arsenal do look like they turn the corner. If you look at their defense, the back five, they're all new and they're all hungry. Goalkeeper, Ben White, Tomiyasu is very impressive.
Goalkeeper especially looks hungry. Yeah, and this was something we said. This was something we said with Lee Judges yesterday on the pod. There's something at any level in the game, whether it's Conference, League One, League Two, Championship, Premier League. When you're a player that's playing without fear, that's a massive thing. Playing without fear is huge because it allows you to make mistakes and recover from the mistakes very, very quickly. Ramsdale is playing without fear. He knows straight away that I can just play my game, complete and utter freedom, and you get that with total trust from the manager. I think the manager's turned around and said to him, "You're my number one. Just go and play."
Also, I don't disagree with that. You get it from total trust. Potentially, do you think it could be a case of when he came in, all the media attention was saying what a flop of a signing, how well you trying to get relegated and so forth. So he essentially started at the bottom. So he's come in and said, these guys think I'm shit, so the only way is up.
Yeah, 100.
Like, so either play if I play shit, like I'm still here. I can't go any lower. So fuck it, like all the weight off my shoulders. So it could be a bit of that as well.
Yeah, very, very good point. I feel with the Aaron Ramsdale thing personally, from my perspective, you can't ignore that he's had 3 rallies on the bounce. You know, you can't ignore it. He's been complicit in those situations. So naturally, as a football fan, as a pundit, as a manager, as a professional, you've got a right to have an opinion on that. Yeah, and I get it. It's not always the goalkeeper's fault. It's very easy to blame the goalkeeper because he's the last line of defense, but you have to think about the mistakes that have happened prior to that, to those conceded goals in those games that he's lost. But interestingly, he looks reinvigorated. I think the England cap will do some more wonders for his confidence. But ultimately, he's going to come up against the front 3 in Mane, Firmino, and Salah in some serious goal-scoring form. This is probably going to be the biggest test of his Arsenal career, let alone his football career. Coming up against... Yeah, go on.
I expect Liverpool to win.
Mm-hmm.
If Arsenal do win,
mm-hmm.
what do we then say about Arsenal? I'm not saying they're going to win. Okay? But if Arsenal win, what would the media, what would the newspapers, all the outlets, Julian Lawrence, Ornstein, what would they be saying about this Arsenal team?
Unfortunately, I think in this situation, all the headlines, win or lose, belong to Liverpool. All the headlines belong to Liverpool. If we win, it will be how scintillating Liverpool were and how Arsenal are not what we think they are. But it will all the headlines will be of Liverpool. If we lose, it will be Liverpool are having a meltdown, mentality midgets, all of this. It'll be all of that. I don't think Arsenal can come out of this with any strong headlines. But I think the beautiful thing is that it doesn't allow them to get bogged down by the pressure. If Arsenal win and Liverpool have all the headlines about how bad we were, Arsenal just plod on to the next one. And it's just normal. Continue.
I love how biased you are. I love it, man. Like
no. It's not a disrespect. It's a bad thing from a Liverpool perspective. If we lose, I don't want the fucking headlines. I don't want the headlines. I want all the headlines to be of the winning team. Let us kind of slink away and lick our wounds and regroup. I don't want us to be lit up front page about how bad we were. I'd rather it to be how great were Arsenal. They tore apart Liverpool. Not how bad are Liverpool. They got torn apart by a meaty Arsenal team. And that's what the media have a way of doing, don't they?
Fair enough. Yeah, cool. Let's leave Arsenal and Liverpool there and get to some of these comments. How long have we been here? 53 minutes. Mentally, I'm done. I've got another 10 minutes in me. Let's see England stuff. Sentiment of C said Arsenal 0, Liverpool 4. Good night. Big Kid Treehouse. We did that one already, didn't we? No, maybe. Midfield 3, blah blah. Cap Henderson, blah blah. Some Henderson stuff. So we've done that already. Jordan just clarifying that he doesn't support United. Earlier when you said that he's a United fan, he's
a closet United fan.
No slander on my live stream. He's not. No, said I'm ramping, but Hendo is okay. Nothing special in my opinion.
I hear that.
Crow 8 key crusher. Is it Henderson or is it Klopp? Wouldn't McTominay do the same with Klopp? Very interesting. Possibly, you know.
Nah. Oh. Okay, so I'll give you this one, Jess. Yeah. 2014, where we finished in second in the league. Yeah, we almost won the title. It was with the slip, yes.
Yeah, no, I was trying to get it clarified.
Yeah. But personally, I attribute that to the Jordan Henderson red card. Jordan Henderson was instrumental in that 2014 success. If he hadn't have got red carded in that game, yeah, it means we don't have to alter the way that we play. We don't have to alter our game plan. Yeah, Jordan Henderson has been an integral part of this Liverpool team for a long, long time, even prior to Klopp. Let's not forget, Brendan Rodgers wanted to sell Jordan Henderson a swap deal with Fulham for Clint Dempsey,
You're
and went to
joking.
he went to Jordan Henderson and said, "Listen, you're up for sale. I want Clint Dempsey. I want you to go to Fulham, but you can stay if you want, but you're not gonna get game time." Jordan turned around and said, because he's an absolute winner, said, "Okay, I'll stay and fight for my place." The following season, he was in the starting lineup. It was also well known that him and Luis Suarez didn't get along, and Luis Suarez was in the background trying to help engineer a move for Jordan Henderson out of the club. Jordan Henderson turned him round, and Luis Suarez and Jordan Henderson became the best of pals over that 2014 season because he proved his worth. Jordan Henderson is a winner.
Again, you just demonstrated your unparalleled ability to turn Armchair Gaffers into a Liverpool podcast.
100.
Fantastic. This is fantastic. I'm just going to note this down. Not get him
If you
on here unless it's a Liverpool show.
if you need any more Liverpool representation, man, I've got a bag of guys back at
No,
Resi Podcast that'll be willing to come on.
We're good. Let's see. Junior Gunner said, "Is Fred actually as bad as he's made out, or is he just another victim of United's vast scapegoats? Darmian, Martial, Pereira, Lingard, Pogba, etc. Possibly yes, possibly no. We're going to move on, but that's good point there, Junior Gunner. The whole English Brexit contingent at United needs to change for Gunwood, Sancho, Techman, and that Russell manager for sure needs to go. Finn McPassion, Maggie Maguire shit show. Sure, maybe even Rashford and ABW if they don't improve with new better coaching. Hoodie Mello, content of just my killing. Yes, Hoodie Mello. Don't know. He's also said Arteta really has fooled the UK. Kind of like I'm standing by Arteta. I stood by him from the start of the season after those 3 losses, just out of pure loyalty. But he is a bit of a genius.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is he a con artist?
See me, I'm very weary about people who talk a good game. Talk is easy. Like,
Yeah.
give me some notice. Yeah, I can write a speech and present it in the House of Commons, and you guys will vote me the next PM, or at least think about it. So talk is very easy, but action, yeah, that's a whole nother story. So yeah, he may have the whole country generals.
He's back in the talk now, though.
For now, 10 games against Leicester and
Media
Tottenham.
position.
Yeah, I think AFC Wimbledon were in one of those 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with Arsenal, they don't really have a player with the X factor that can single-handedly change a game.
Smith Rowe, no?
Since Alexis, he hasn't got that kind of X factor. Not what Alexis had. When Arsenal had Alexis, they also had Consola and Özil, and those two were working in tandem or in
exactly.
Some more stuff. Jesus Christ himself. Whoa! I believe Jess has a soft spot for Liverpool. This is
done though.
No, I just realized who wrote that comment. Jesus Christ himself will be looking for a way out for Arteta if Arsenal would be looking out for it. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. What else is there happening this weekend?
There's one in here from Jordan though. There's one in here from Jordan. This one here. Hendo should have got phased out from the club with Moreno, Klein, Sacco. Those guys. Klopp kept him to meet homegrown quota rules. That's wild. That is wild. Jordan's trying to draw me out. I'm not gonna be pulled out of this position.
Yeah. Mr. Cam Kicks. I came late. Has the meaningless basis revelations been mentioned yet? That was a madness. It was mentioned briefly at the start of the pod, but it happened, or we found out about it as we went live. So we haven't really had a chance to really investigate. We've spoken briefly about it, but we're going to really delve into this on our pod on Monday, and probably Tuesday, and probably Wednesday. We have our own dossier of the events that have transpired. Before we wrap up, any other big games this season? Let me just check the fixtures. We've got Chelsea versus Leicester, biggest game, and we've got Leeds, Tottenham, and City, Everton. Newcastle Brentford should be tasty at St James's Park. Eddie Howe's in. And Villa Brighton actually. In fact, we've got quite a few good games on this weekend. I think every game has something riding on it. Yeah, cool. Guys, before we go, any questions? I'm gonna start wrapping up these pods with a quick bit of Q&A. You got time for a Q&A?
Yeah. Come on, let's do a little
Okay,
something.
let's do, let me I'm gonna ask you a Q.
Yeah, man.
And you're gonna give me an A. Top 4 Premier League this season. Where is it going for you? In order.
In order. Okay. Liverpool. I can't like second place is difficult for me. Yeah. In fact, first and second is difficult for me because reason being, if Liverpool falter even more, it's going to be sticky. Yeah. But I'm going to back my team in it. So Liverpool first. Manchester City, Chelsea. Manchester City, Chelsea, and then the fourth place, boy.
Leicester. No,
that's crazy. Nah, man, not Leicester, man. That's crazy. And that's the thing. West Ham could sneak in, you know, because there's no Spurs are adrift at the moment. Leicester are faltering a little bit as well. Look like they're stuttering slightly.
Not Arsenal.
Arsenal are on an amazing run. But again, it could all come crumbling down at Christmas. You know what Arsenal like? They have meltdowns from Christmas to February every year. It's seasonal. It's seasonal. So it could we're expecting another Arsenal capitulation around about December time, and for them to get over it come February and finish really, really strong towards the end of the season. It's been there. It's happened. So do not sod it. West Ham top 4. Yeah, let's do it.
Lovely. Junior Gunn has said West Ham will drop off. They ain't got the squad to handle both Europa League and League fixtures, and I think they're still in the Johnson's Paint Trophy.
We said that, but they played the European fixture and come out and parked us off. That's cap. They're showing already that they can do it. Because their league position reflects that. They've been playing in Kazakhstan on a Thursday night and coming back and spanking teams on Sundays. They've been doing that already. Like they've got give David Moyes his flowers, yeah. He has assembled a very, very, very capable squad. Zuma's a fantastic signing, although I don't really like Zuma, but for West Ham is a fantastic signing. Souček is a fantastic signing. Kufau's a fantastic signing. Yeah, Declan Rice is playing out of his skin. Antonio slapping top bing bangers for the reggae boys like it's fun. Yeah, he's doing a lot. Like David Moyes has got them boys playing some serious ball. So credit where credit's due. I reckon they can handle the pressure, and especially if they go again in January. Jesse Lingard's got a contract at Manchester United until the end of the season. It's come out that he's refused a new deal. What's to stop them going and snapping up Jesse Lingard in January on a cheap deal and allowing them to go again? Like, come on, man. This is West Ham at the moment. West Ham.
Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. Cool. West Ham. Yeah. I think it's November. Look how long was the top 4. Arguably best. But yeah, true. Guys, sorry, I'm tired. David Addis, what's good? Jess, gonna ignore that one. Yeah, I think we've done enough, man. Sorry.
Big up. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
By the way, the name Thiago's father, is that a new Twitter handle, or have you always had that handle?
To be fair, two reasons. So, Thiago is one of my favorite footballers, regardless. And when we signed Thiago for Liverpool, that was crazy. That was a huge thing for me. Um, and then my youngest son is called Thiago.
Just like Raheem Sterling's boy, because
Yeah.
he's a favorite
Just
player.
like
Okay, so
Raheem Sterling's boy.
you really are Thiago's father.
I am really Thiago's father, yeah. But like,
Oh,
obviously, we got a few things that are synonymous with the Liverpool thing. You know, surnames Allison. We got Allison Becker.
you're
My middle son,
joking.
yeah, my middle son's called Remy. And in 2014, we nearly signed Remy in
Lloyd Remy.
2014. Yeah, so that was a big thing. So we've had a few little ties with the Liverpool thing for a long time, and we're a big Liverpool family, man. Like
Guessing by your
as a
handles
home
or
life.
89 that until 2 seasons ago, you'd never won in your lifetime, had they? They win
That's
in
not why
89.
that's not why my handle's 89.
Is it because Arsenal beat you in 89 to win the league?
Nah, no, listen, the 89 thing, yeah, that's my date of birth. I've seen Liverpool experience success. Well, I've never seen the league title, but I've seen my team experience success. But for me, when people talk about my experience as a Liverpool fan, my thing is I've been able to witness some of the greatest players in world football play for my
Yeah,
team. Luis
I
Suarez,
Voronin, Lazar Markovic.
Steven Gerrard, Mascherano, Alonso. You know,
Yeah,
we've had some of the greatest players in world football that have arguably gone on to play for, you know, better teams. I agree, in terms of Real Madrid at the time, Barcelona at the time. You can't stop that pull of those Spanish giants at that point. But you know, it's been a pleasure watching my team win things and win things the hard way, man. Because you know, money's a big thing in football at the moment, and we've always been up against money teams in Manchester United, in Chelsea, in Manchester City, over in recent years. And Liverpool have never been a team that have had the riches or spent the same level of money as those sides. We've always manufactured players. We've always taken a diamond from the dirt and made them what they are. So and we'll continue to do it that way.
lovely. And on that bombshell, we're going to call a halt to proceedings on this on this stream that's been hijacked, the ACG Liverpool live stream. The A in ACG is now for Anfield.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So guys,
Yeah,
thank
look,
you for joining us.
here they come. 75 on Van Dijk though, but we sold Coutinho for 150 M's. Net spend my G. Net spend my G.
I hate net spend.
I hate it too, but it's a
Yeah,
thing.
it's a thing, just like XG. Yeah, no, guys, thank you for joining us again. Like I said, these Friday night streams are gonna become a thing now. So unless I'm out on bad doing that role, I'm gonna be right here doing that family and stream. I'd like to thank Thiago's father, who actually is Thiago's father, for joining us. If you want to see more of him and his insightful Liverpool talk, join the Red Sea Pod, right?
Yeah. So head over to the Red Sea Podcast on Twitter, Red Sea Podcast on Twitter, Instagram. We're on TikTok as well, as the Red Sea Podcast also. So we're across all socials. Hit us up, like, subscribe. As of next Friday as well, we're gonna have a live Premier League show on Fridays too. So it's not just gonna be Liverpool
Whoa,
content. We're
what about
bringing in
this
a few
thing?
other
You
content
clashed
as
about
well.
times.
Nah,
Can't do
don't worry,
that.
man. I'm gonna bring you through as well. We're gonna get you on as well. So we're gonna be bringing guests like Continental Jess on as well. But do you know what, Jess? Like, obviously, I know you're a big Serie A fan as well. You know you well used to be a big Serie A fan. Obviously, you're into your Bundesliga a little bit as well.
Yeah,
So I'd like to
no.
tie up with you on a bit of that
Yeah.
stuff as well, because I know your
No,
football
Serie
knowledge
A,
is
I
deep,
left
man.
Serie A when Papu Gomez left Atalanta because of
Oh
Gasperini.
wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
no interest. Yeah, so yeah, no, everything apart from Serie A, I'm down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, now we'll
Yeah.
catch up because the Bundesliga thing, I'm into the Bundesliga, man. So I think
There's
it's the
Bundesliga. Yeah.
yeah, man. I think it's the best statistic league in the world. It's phenomenal.
I've been reading up on the Bundesliga and it's very intriguing. But Bayern are still losing 2-1 to Augsburg.
That's wild. I'm gonna watch
Crazy,
that back.
crazy. No Kimmich in the Bayern Munich scored it all today. They started Sabitzer and Goretzka in midfield. But that's something for Continental Corner out on Tuesday. Guys, for like the 15th time, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back. We'll be back on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and on Friday. And the same again. It never ends, guys. And again, big thank you to my guest, Travis Father. We'll see you, Armchair Gaffers. Yeah, we'll see you. All right. Peace out.